We frequently report cases of predators taking advantage of kids and teenagers online, but it is rare that we hear directly from a sexual assault survivor and a kidnapping survivor. So this morning, Alicia Kazakevich is joining us with a very personal story that every parent needs to hear about. Thank you so much, by the way, for being with us.
Thank you for having me here.
Very brave to talk about this. Tell us a little bit about your story.
When I was 13 years old, I was groomed and lured from my home by an internet predator and held captive in his basement dungeon for 4 days, where I was raped and beaten and tortured, but I was miraculously rescued by the FBI. And one of the ways that I was rescued is because he had broadcasted himself abusing me to other people online, and somebody saw this and they recognized me from my missing person flyer, which was created by the National Center for Missing Exploited Children, and they came forward. It was such a miracle, and I'm so lucky to be here.
People never gave up looking for you. Law enforcement never gave up. And now you, in turn, are not giving up educating people about this. What is your message, not only to kids, because I think we talk a lot about what kids can do, but parents, what you need to do right now to make sure that something like this doesn't happen, because obviously it does happen.
And that's the thing I think that's really most important, is that this happens. It is happening. It can happen. I came from a very strong, wonderful family, and the kind of family that people would say, how could this happen to?
Right.
How this doesn't fit our picture. She didn't come from a broken or troubled family. How could this happen? And it happens because predators, they don't really care what kind of family you come from, what your background is. They're just looking for a vulnerability. And all children are vulnerable. And that's what's so important to realize, is that this can happen to you and it can happen to your family, so that you need to educate your children. You need to have open lines of communication. Your children need to know that they can come and talk to you about anything at all. And then to also put monitoring software on the computer and on the mobile devices. And the issue of privacy comes up often for this, but it's so important for parents. I think a lot of parents want to be their child's friend more than they want to be their parent. And what's really important is that parents stand up and they learn how to really say no, and how to monitor what their children are doing and pay attention. And they don't have to look at it every day, but if their child does go missing, if their child is harassed online, if their child is cyberbullied, then there is a blueprint of what happened and maybe a roadmap to where they are.
That's a huge problem that's happening today. We've talked in many cases about this that is still happening. Your case from so long ago, but still very relevant today. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us. And where can people find you if they need to contact you or see what you're doing?
AliciaProject.org is a great website to be able to contact me through, and Facebook, Twitter, wherever. There's so many different ways now. And that's the other thing, is that while there are so many dangers of the internet, there are so many wonderful things. So we just have to protect ourselves.
And that is definitely one page that you want your kids to be a part of.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Alicia.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.